We're here with Ronnie. We're analyzing the deal together on this call and just going to go over step by step how we analyze it and stop me if if you have any questions, okay? How's everything going anyway? How you feeling, man?
Good, good. I'm feeling good, feeling excited. I contact directly with the owner. I can tell you this is my first time speaking directly with the owner, because most of the time we find a wholesaler, we find a realtor, and
Yeah.
I just speak with the owner. She wanna offer rent to own, and she have also another people pretty much waiting that she told me. So let me know because I got a first come, first serve. She have a two property. They have a two property. And they want to offer to us from
Okay.
us.
So you got this deal from Deal Machine, or how'd you find this one?
I found this one on Facebook.
Facebook. Okay. Awesome, man.
Yeah, I found on
Yeah, that's what you
Facebook
should do is like Facebook Marketplace or where?
Marketplace. Yeah, I found it on Marketplace
Okay.
and go to the machine, and I was the same people that I talking. She gave me phone. She gave me the phone number, and that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly the same name, email, and phone number on the machine.
Okay, awesome, man. You sent me the link to the lead so I can go right to it. So I'm gonna hit edit and then yeah, it's good like when you're talking to them, it's good to have well you should have Deal Machine up at the same time while you're talking with them. So you can verify, that the person you're talking to is actually the owner, so you can just put the address in and so we
And
have
yes, you can see there on the lead, and that's the same people, That's
yeah,
usually
awesome. Then you can also see what they owe on it, they owe 64,000 on their mortgage. So they have a lot of equity, it looks like. So let's look at this deal. So we're in wait, where am I? I'm looking at a bunch of deals. So we're in the lead here. We're gonna use our best website for comping is Redfin, redfin.com. And you just simply put the address in. And here's the property. Is this oh, it's pending. So she has it on the MLS already?
yes, that's what she told me.
So looks like she has a buyer already, or no? What's going on?
Uh-huh.
It's showing pending. That means she has a buyer, or
I don't sure. She don't told me
okay?
if it's
Because
a
if
buy
it's
or renting loan.
because if she has it on it's already listed on the MLS for sale and it shows pending, that usually means that they have a buyer with a contract signed ready to close on it. So you want to, talk with her and make sure that, you still have she doesn't have a buyer. Maybe the buyer's backing out or something.
She have another property. I did it this one first, but she have another property also that she want me that I put it on offer also. But this one
Mhm.
was the first that I had
Well, I'm just
on
saying
this.
you should contact her and just let her know you saw it pending on the MLS and ask her if she has a buyer for it already. Because
Okay.
you see it pending. When it says pending on the MLS, that means they have a buyer for the property. So here's the
So
pictures. It looks like it's in perfect shape. Yeah, nothing needed.
yeah, it's 2023.
Just built 2023. So yeah, you're probably not gonna need any work here. Yeah, it looks great. Um, so we're gonna go to this map here, nearby homes for sale. That's gonna take us to all the active properties on the MLS for sale. Now we want to look at sold, to get the correct value, we need to look at sold properties, not active. So we're looking at sold last 6 months. This is a single family. So you choose single family and then square footage is 1673. So you want to be about uh maybe about 1900 and everything under that. So about 10% close to that square footage as possible, so we're looking at about 1900. And then everything under that. And then we also sort from high to low. So this steps right here are pretty easy for you now, or Ronnie?
Huh?
These steps here are pretty easy for you, just getting the comps and square
Yes.
and everything? Okay. So we have 7 homes here, and if these properties are already in great condition, which it looks like they are, these are probably all newer built homes. 382, we have so our property is what, a 4.2? This one's a 4.3, so it has one extra bathroom. 375. And these all look to be in pretty good shape. 350. 343. So this one's an extra bathroom, and it looks like it does need a little bit of cosmetic work. Let me zoom out just one time. I don't want to cross this highway here. I don't want to cross the major highway. So I don't want to see those comps. I want to see everything on this side. 4.3. So ours again is a 4.2. So to get comparable, it's better to get exact comps. So this is right here is a 3.3. So we can use this one. But it looks like it has a pool, right? So ours doesn't have a pool. Let me see. So when you have a pool in Florida, I mean, the value goes to build a pool is like 50 grand to even upwards of 100 grand right now in Florida. So the value goes a lot higher with a pool. Ours doesn't have a pool, so I wouldn't use that one. So let's see this 4.2. Yeah, it's in great shape. Let's see if there's no pool here, so we can this is one we can use. That's a 4.3. Here's 3.2. This one has a pool. This is 350. And to find out if it's a pool, you can quickly just glance over the photos or go to the property details. But if they have a pool, everyone highlights that in Florida, so they'll definitely show it in the pictures. And 343, this one has a pool. So I would use what was it, the 382, the 350 here. I think this one had a pool, right? Yeah. Yeah, it had a pool. We can possibly use this 375, but that has a pool. 338. Oh, this one has a pool too. You may have to use this see if this 4.3 has a pool. Yeah, that one has a pool. Man, everything has a pool over here, except for ours. So again, we had 382, 350. Did we look at this 4.3? Yeah, that has a pool. And this one's we're gonna work with the comps that we have. So this is a 3.2. So ours has one extra bedroom, and it's probably a little bit bigger, but this one has a pool. So I can use this 382, 350 in the 370. And the reason is because we have an extra bedroom, and usually a bedroom does add value to a property as well. But we can only work with what we have, right? We can't, we can't, we don't have an exact comp 4.2 without a pool because they all have pools over here, right? So 382, 370, 350, I would use these three right here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you got 395, 390, 399. So a little bit lower. I mean, maybe you didn't factor in, did you factor in the pool thing or no?
Say again, bro?
Did you factor in the pool when you got the comps?
I did it. I did it on the red thing when I find this cone, but I don't see the pool there.
Yeah, yeah. So in Florida, that's the nuance in Florida where, every market has their little differences. Like Chicago has basements. And also Chicago, if you have like a frame comp, you don't use a brick comp. But in Florida, it's a pool. So if property has pools, their value goes a lot higher than properties without pools because Florida is really hot all year long and people want pools and it's really expensive right now to build one in Florida. So make sure that when you have, you're looking at your property, make sure that, the comps typically don't have if they have a pool, usually they're gonna sell for a lot more. You see that?
If the house that we got doesn't have a pool, I can put it on comps which one have a pool or not, or it's not so matter.
The pool makes it worth a lot more. So you see the comps right here, 480, 460, they have pools. So
We don't put it right. We don't put it on comps.
so we're looking for comps without a pool that are similar to ours.
Perfect, got it.
Yeah. But if we had a pool, we can use comps with a pool too, but we don't have one. So you see the highest three comps, 480, 460, 390, they all have pools because they sell for a lot higher in Florida. So the highest ones that we can find, and we're using one with a pool because it has one less bedroom. So it's a little smaller house. So I think that can make up for the pool difference. But usually you want to get three comps that are similar that don't have a pool. But it looks like even these comps at 340, 338 have pools. Let's see this one, 330. Looks like this one, it does have a pool. They all have pools. So we're gonna use these three that we found. So the 382 doesn't have a pool, 350 doesn't have a pool. The 370 has a pool, but it has one less bedroom than ours. So I think having the extra bedroom can make up for the difference in the pool. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so we're at 395. Oh, wait, 385, 370, 350. These are the three highest. And then Zillow market rent. Let's see. We're gonna go to Zillow rental calculator. Put in the market rent for this thing is 2363. So 2400, that's about right. You put your wholesale fee. So the important thing is what you enter, these three comps, the rent, the wholesale fee, the condition, you put move-in ready. Um, so that's great. You got the right condition, the square footage. So that's going to come with the offers. So to come up with the offers, literally all you need is square foot. You put it in there, the condition, the comps, and then wholesale fee, the rent. And then the last thing you want to do is check on what's active. So you go to active on the market. And then you're looking, what you're looking for, like if I'm an investor in this area, I want to buy a rental property, can I find a better deal than mine that's similar, right? So I'm looking for all the actives for sale at the lowest price. And then I do take off square footage just in case maybe there's a house that's smaller square feet selling bigger, selling for less. Sorry.
Right.
So then I sort it from low to high. So you see. And then I like to zoom out to be like about a mile radius. So you see the cheapest comp, um, 287, but it's a lot smaller. Our property is 1600. This one, 299. Um, it looks like it needs some work though. So our property is like in perfect shape. So I wouldn't use that one. 324, but that's a lot smaller. It's in great shape. So you can see in our when we came up with in the CRM, you can see it came out with your ARV, your repair costs, your cash offer. So it says 231. So and then if you wholesale it, you're gonna try to sell it for 241, right? So is there any deal in this market cheaper than 241? And obviously there's not. The cheapest deal is 287 and it's a lot smaller, 299. So what that tells me is I can change the ARV percentage to 75, and that's the most I would go. The reason we go up this high is because the private money lenders, hard money lenders, they all lend at the most would be 75% of ARV after rehab value minus rehab costs. So you can see the price jumped up to 249 on your offer. So you can offer a lot higher now. Okay.
Right.
Because of what you see active. But then if you saw, a bunch of properties selling for, 200 or under 200, you would have to adjust that. If they were similar to your property, because an investor would just go buy those cheaper deals, right? So you have to just adjust the percentage to be the best deal on the market. Okay.
Right.
So let's just say the cheapest deal um active that an investor can buy, similar size as your property, similar condition is a 200, right? So in that case, I need to change this percentage and I need to sell for maybe 60% or lower, maybe look at that. So 55%. I go 58. So you see it goes down to 186 and then I try to sell for 196. So that would be, I'll still be the cheapest deal on the market, but that percentage changes based upon what's active that any investor can go buy right now.
Right.
So, but this deal is 75%, so that's your max offer. Um, so what I would do too is this property, I don't think it needs anything because when you put move-in ready, that means it does need like paint and carpet, so it's gonna estimate like 10 bucks a square foot. I would actually leave this one blank. Like if a property is just newly rehabbed, I wouldn't add any rehab cost to it. So you can leave it blank and then this lets you offer an even higher offer because it's not going to take off the rehab costs. Makes
Right.
sense? So you
Right.
save this and then you go to email.
So you say that you take care of the rehab.
For this deal, I would because it's new construction, just
Yeah.
built, and it looks like it doesn't need any paint or carpet or anything.
Right.
For this deal, I would, yeah. It's based upon the property, yeah. So you would go to email for offer letter of intent, and then you come up with the offer here. And yeah, you can make the rent to own offers and you just can't make the listing offer because it's already listed. So
The,
you
the
can
HOA, the HOA doesn't allow Airbnb there.
okay, so in that case, you can't make the rent to own offer. I mean, you can make the rent to own offer, but you cannot make the Airbnb offer. So let's go through this. So you want to start with the cash offer, but you do want to check Deal Machine, like when you're making these cash offers. Um, so it looks like she only owes 64, so she has a ton of equity. So yeah, you can make the cash offer on this property because she has the equity. But let's say she owed like 300, right? On in Deal Machine, you see that.
Yeah.
It's probably not a good idea to make the cash offer below what they owe on it on the mortgage. So that's something you can tell the owner, hey, Mr. Seller, looks like, our cash offer is going to be lower than your mortgage. So I'm sure that doesn't work for you, right? And just say something like that and then go to the next offer that may work, right? Because when we go to the next offer, the sandwich rent to own, where you stay in the middle, you can see that you were offering like 50 grand more in the price. So it's the offer is going higher, right?
Right.
So this deal, since it's listed, we're gonna remove the option listing offer. And since we can't do Airbnb, we're removing that offer. So we have three offers we can make. The cash
We can
offer,
offer listing. We can offer listing to them.
it's already listed,
Right.
so you can't offer a listing now. So, and then on the bottom here, I'm gonna remove the Airbnb uh sheet that talks about Airbnb because we can't do that there, you said. So now we have all the rent to own information, the cash offer, rent to own. You want to start with the cash offer. She has a ton of equity, so that, uh, but the thing is she just bought this deal. So another thing is, she just bought this for 360, right? So pretty likely she's not gonna go with your cash offer. It's 100 grand lower than what she just bought it for last year, right? So,
Right.
and then the rent own offer may not work either because so this one might be the best offer here, the rent to own assignment. Because it's getting close to her asking what she bought it for and getting her.
What is the list to own assignment? So what we do pretty much, how we explain to her.
First you want to offer this one. Well, I would offer the cash, just mention it. I would say, like, I know you just bought the property last year for 360, so I'm sure, you're not going to accept anything like 100 grand below 360, right? And then so of course she's going to say no. Um, then you want to move on to like this sandwich rental and offer and say, hey, we could what we do is we rent properties for a few years and then we end up purchasing them. So we can give you a higher, we in that situation we can pay a higher price than if we did cash. And then you're pushing this where, you're going to be rent to owning the property and you're the buyer in the middle of this offer. Like you're the one buying it. And the lease option assignment is you're just assigning a rent to own agreement for a fee. So you're just getting a down payment. So let's say the owner agrees to 5,000 down. You would go and market the property for maybe 15,000 down, trying to create a spread just in the down payment. So you would go market, try to find someone that maybe can't get a mortgage right now, but they're looking to for home ownership and they don't want to waste any more money renting properties. So you advertise bad credit, okay, 15,000 down, you can have a new construction home and you're advertising it like that.
And I have a question, like if it's moving forward with this option, with option 3. So how we gonna do? We're gonna have to find somebody first, or we go through the contract, like uh what I should be answered to her.
Um, yeah, you would have to, so this option, you would be getting it under contract and then you can only advertise it to clients or buyers once you have a contract signed. So after the contract signed, we can market the property and find a buyer for her.
So, but we don't start pretty much like right away to paying the rent to her.
No, you're not paying the rent on this one. It's an assignment. You're assigning it to another buyer. You're not staying in the middle of this offer. This offer, if she was willing to do these numbers, you would stay in the middle of this deal. Because there's a ton of equity and there's cash flow.
So on option 3, right? Lease assignment. So we're gonna look somebody who gonna rent to own,
Mm-hmm.
and we assign the contract.
Right.
And then, so the people who gonna take this contract is gonna pay 240 to 2,400. Then they have an option to buy the house for 351.
Yes. And and the
And they
price,
have to do the down payment, right?
yeah, so your goal is to get the down payment with the owner as low as possible. Maybe they agree to, 5,000. And then your goal with the end buyer is to get their down payment as high as possible, creating a spread for you. So maybe
Right,
someone has, 25,000 to put down and you give the owner five and you make 20.
right. Okay, but anyway, you explain to her if it's moving forward, right? You're gonna be in.
Yeah. I mean, if you need help, yeah, we can help you, yeah.
Yeah, if it is needed moving forward, if it
So if
is
you
a,
read if you read below here, I would read all this, how rent to own works. Pretty much it's like 90% of the objections on rent to own are answered in here. So when you have time, read all of this in the letter of intent here.
perfect.
Okay.
And like how long could take like that we can find somebody to assign in the list?
Usually we'll put like a few months on there, but we can maybe find someone in a week or maybe in a month or two. So it just depends on I mean rent to owns are pretty, if it's in a really good area, property is really nice, it should go pretty fast. Right?
And we don't, so during this month, so she don't get anything pretty much. She's just gonna be on the contract with us, right? During we find somebody.
Right, yeah. I mean, you're not paying anything until the tenant buyer, once you find a tenant buyer, you assign it, that tenant buyer goes in contract with the owner and starts paying the monthly fee for this offer here. Now, let's say she was to accept option two, you would literally like become the owner if you got these numbers, and you can in this situation you should you would be paying it right away. And you have options here where, you can sell the property, you can Airbnb it, you can turn it into a rent to own to somebody else. So it's like you own the property with this one.
Perfect. All right.
Okay, does it make more sense or?
Yes, make more sense. So I just gonna put it another one. I got two more. I'm gonna put it on the CRM.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Practice with it. Try to get the offers up, yourself and see what you come up with and you can send it to us. We can
But
see how.
I don't wanna send it nobody before. I gotta send it to you before.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually, once you get good at it, you'll be able to um analyze the deal yourself, send the offer yourself, and you don't need anyone's help.
Perfect.
Awesome, man. Any other questions or anything?
Yeah, no, right now I'm gonna try to put it now another tree. Yeah, I remember that I got another tree by myself, and let's see
Awesome,
what
man.
we can do. I
Oh,
just
this?
ask I just ask if I have a question.
Yeah. So, it looks like this property, uh, was she Airbnb-ing it or maybe doing like a rental with it, or they live there? Do you know the owner lives
No,
there?
no, they don't allow Airbnb there.
Does the owner live here? Oh yeah, it looks like she
Huh?
does. The owner lives here?
No, it look like a tenant.
Oh, tenant. Gotcha. So I wonder why she's selling so fast. Maybe, she just got it.
Right.
So another strategy, like some HOAs, they say they don't allow like Airbnb. So they have some of them have restrictions like they only do like a 30-day rental, right? Um so we just ran across one of those like that and we presented to the owner like, hey, you can do you still can rent the rooms or rent like you can rent each room for 30 days or more, right? Like so each room could be like $800 a month, so it's 4 bedrooms times 8, you're making a lot more than normal rent, right? So that's another option where, yeah, you could do like 30-day rentals on Airbnb and like rent rooms. So if that's the restriction with their HOA where they can't, they don't allow less than 30-day rentals, that's an option you can present to the owner for doing Airbnb too.
But I have a question, like on option two, I see that is also lower than they listing. So
Mm.
they listing for 378. In option two, we under 300.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, in this yeah. So the ARVs are around maybe like 350 or so. Um, so in this situation, you see there's like 50 grand of equity, so that's the reason you would stay in the middle of the deal. So that this one would probably be too low for them because they just bought it for 360. So this one might be the best offer for them, whether it's getting almost their number.
You say that they buy for 360.
Yeah, they bought it for 360 a year ago. And you can see that in Deal Machine. So it's good. It's good to know that when you're negotiating with them, you see that.
Right.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else before we end this one?
It's gonna be all for now, yeah. Thank you, buddy.
All right, brother. We'll see you on the next one. We'll do some more like cold calling leads live and stuff like that. So we'll show you how that's done, okay?
Perfect.
Let me stop recording.